Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you, John Law Cole. Thank you for that resub. Appreciate that very, very much. For a whole 19 months. Whew. God, getting close to 2 years, huh? Well, we are here with a little bit more of Geneforge, a game that I'm not trying to play a lot of the title song for, because apparently it mutes my YouTube videos. I forgot about that. It happened last time, too. That, like, title song has... apparently non-YouTubeable music in it. Bummer about the title song. Yeah, the title song's so good. Which is, I guess, why it's not available for YouTube. Alright, here we are, back in a little bit of Geneforge 2. Hey, Egrets, good to see you. Does it at least tell you what song it thought matched? Not really. Not really. Because, God, I can get into a whole thing around YouTube's, like, content matching service and everything. I had a while ago, so you know, this screen, my end screen, that I got from a couple of royalty-free stock assets, and then also edited a whole bunch myself. That got Ooh, sorry. Sorry, there we are. Third time's a charm. But that got caught up in copyright detection because a Thailand radio station has a similar purple and green theme. That's it. That was the whole thing. So I had to fight over that one for a little while. Well, some of their graphics are purple and green, so obviously that must be theirs, right? No! No, it's not! It's super not. It's extremely not theirs. What the fuck? Go away. In any case, I hate the future. I do too. But we're not talking about the future. We're talking about the fantasy past. Or present. I don't know. When did this take place? It's in a different world, so who cares? We have a little bit of Geneforge 2 happening here. So far, the plot is pretty basic. There are... So, we are Shapers, which are a specific wizard cult sect, school kind of thing, society, where they can create life forms out of organic material. So they make fighting people and servants and all kinds of things in some very questionably ethical, and I mean not really questionably, it's pretty unethical obviously, ways. In the meantime, we are, as a Shaper apprentice, we've been tasked to help an agent of the Shapers come here and check up on this colony at Dry Peak. Were two Shapers named Zachary and Barzal that were supposed to be here. Zachary is here as an old man, and he says that Barzal is dead, but we're pretty sure he's lying, and I am now investigating. Yeah. We are forging up some genes, and by that I mean cheetah men. So right now there's a whole bunch of rogues, which are created life forms that have gone and rebelled, that are in this mine, and we are trying to figure out the source of them. So let's go back into the mine. And we've done a bit of exploring through here. If I remember correctly, this needs some lockpicks. Well, sorry, not lockpicks, some living tools. The much more horrific lockpick. Hey, I heard you like tentacles, so we put tentacles in your lockpick. Please don't. Can you not? I don't know. I can make tentacles, so I feel like I should put tentacles on everything. Which, I mean, honestly, they kind of have done that a bit. With the Vlish and Glax and Gazers. And that takes 5. How close are we to another level? Quite a ways. Our next level will be at 3,400 experience. God, I love that it's like, oh, you have made a creation, and the number of times you've attacked. Like, oh, alright, well, you chose violence at some points, huh? Tisk tisk. Did we open this? Yes, okay. So we rescued some serviles from down here. Oh, I don't think I ever actually questioned them outside of the mines, though, after we rescued them. We have managed to get through the Dry Peak mines. Heavy boots. Alright, well, let's go ahead and put on some boots. And I'm just going to loot goblin because that's who I am. Ooh, actually, speaking of loot goblining, all of these crystals will actually be good. I should probably hold on to some of these, but I could also sell them. Take a look at this real quick. Our mechanics is at 3. Alright, I've managed to do it. See, I stopped my loot goblining. I did not pick up a rock with moss on it. This is a piece of shaper machinery. It looks recently made, although mold and fungus are already creeping onto it. A plaque on the side is legible. It says, defense. On the side, you find very simple controls. A lever and a hole where a control crystal might be inserted. Control crystals are generally used to keep unauthorized invaders, shaper or common, from activating or deactivating devices. You don't have the control key, and your mechanic skills are too feeble to affect the device. Nothing you can do. Alright. So we really need to find that control crystal. Which actually... What is this? Can't interact with that. It's funny that we got out of here because I was worried about how my health was. And then we came back in and we had cleared everything. Oops. I mean, there's still the lock-picked rooms, so I should probably check on those. The servant mind, more controls, yeah. And we can go into the western mines. I'm going to go back to the beginning of this, actually. I love how you can choose which entrance you're going to, because I would like to talk to Zora. There's no danger. Zora looks surprised and nervous. She thinks very fast. Sorry, Shaper. I've heard lots of rogues and You give her a stern look. The outsider's fear of Shapers works to your advantage. She caves in. Yes, Shaper. Zachary sent me instructions. I'm sure it can be very helpful to you. I'm normally supposed to be in the mine. I'll have to come back here when you depart. Wait. Oh, she just... Oh, holy shit. She'll just join us? Huh. A party member who... God damn it. I could have used in the mines. Hey, Arkham. Good to see you. It's been a little while. How you been? I still feel bad that, of course, the minute that I tried to play Sekiro, which, I mean, granted, I was terrible at Sekiro, so I don't know how much I was going to do, but then I can't use my, fingers on my left hand, so I can't really play it. Can we turn her into a cheetah? No? I mean, maybe, but I don't think the game would allow us to do that, because that is some... horrific shit. Let's go to these western mines. Okay, it's only taking one, I guess. Trying to save until it's a little bit cheaper, but... It would be strictly against Shaper law. Actually, it probably would be. To change organic material into a different thing. Yeah, still don't have the control key. Ooh. Some stuff on the ground. What the... Oh, it's a Trior. I see. I'm gonna send the two Thads over here. We'll let our scout friend deal with this one. Hi. I would like to attack you. Please come back. The shaping of humans is entirely off limits. Right, yes. Yeah. I'm sure someone's done it, though, right? Oh, this seems like a bad time. I'm glad that we have our scout friend. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. It's a lot of crap. Oh, God. Healing spores? Okay, that's good. Oh, come on. Ow. God damn, these crits. Hmm. Shit. It's trying to, like, retreat. Oh, I'm so sorry, Zora. I was gonna try and get her out, too, but I get the feeling that's not happening. Yeah, I'm probably dead anyways. Gene and/or Gene, no! Oh, this is a cute little screen. Mortally wounded, you fall to the ground. Your training mission has come to an unexpected, miserable end. Eventually, the deadly stalemate in these mountains will end. A force will burst forth, surprise everyone, and cause all sorts of havoc. Alas, you will no longer have a say in who ends up the victor. Of course, you can always try again. Alright. Thank you, autosave. Hold up. What is the quick save? F3, not F5. Of course. I think that our problem is that I actually hit 2 groups at once. They should let us have the cute little lizards. Oh, we can do those, yeah. That's actually one of the first things I can make. These things are, like, terrifying right now. I did not think a single Cryora would be this much of a problem. Let's do a battle cry. Ow. Good God. Use that. At least one. Okay. We're getting some things to happen. Oh my God. Don't kill our new friend, please. Oh my God. 32. Oh my, and then it crits me. Alright, I see. Good God. Can one of us, like, hit? That'd be really cool. I'm gonna run out of healing real fast here. Well, Zora down. Yeah, she does the log. I do feel bad having Zora die. Should we save Scummit, or should I deal with it? I think that dealing with it is how I'm gonna do it, although I don't know that I can even get out of here. Okay, I cannot. Crit, dead. Fuck me. Okay, this might be too much. There are other directions to go still. We could also, like, upgrade or get another summon here. There's a couple of them here. Only 2 Fioras should be okay, or Cryoras, whatever. It's just, woof. I could handle this without combat. That's true. There's lots of, like, sneaking methods. Although, this seems like it should be okay if I can just get these separated a bit. No, don't shout alarm. That's bad. Don't need anyone else knowing where we are, please. Hey, Cow King. Good to see you. Hey, would you look at that? We actually did a thing. Let's get over here. Quick save. Oh, God. And quick load. Oh, Jesus, look at this. Yeah, this is kind of an instant run away, huh? Holy shit. Oh, that is extremely a death. Run away! Oh. What? They're gonna leave me alone? Huh. Well, anyway, I'm gonna load this quick save and we're gonna not have Zora die. I'm gonna get the hell out of here. This seems like a bad place for me to be. I felt like there was another way to leave Dry Peak. Because we're just, like, looking around for clues as to where the Shapers are. We could go and look in this direction. We haven't even discovered the whole settlement, apparently. I'm surprised that she's still with us, because I thought she was mostly going to help us through the mines, and that maybe she'd leave after that. Zaff. Oddly, there's a man skulking back here in the ruins. It seems like he is in hiding, and yet he doesn't seem concerned that you've found him. He's skinny and filthy, and he shakes slightly in the cold. Ah, you, he says, and coughs a bit. You found me. Good. I'm Zaff. I thought you or your master would poke back here eventually. Ah. Some wet bread would be nice with some fruit. Sure. Thank you, Shaper. That was useful. Why are you skulking back here? I am watching Dry Peak. I was sent to try to learn what is happening in this town. That is my job. I'm eager to return home, though. This does not seem like he's part of the Shapers. Say, you wouldn't happen to know where I can find Barzal, would you? I am familiar with the name. I suspect Barzal would very much like to meet you. Go northwest from Dry Peak. You'll find the passage which will send you in the right direction. Were you sent here to find out? What our enemies were doing. Our enemies in Dry Peak. This is why I let you find me. I have something to tell you. There are many forces in these mountains. Shanty has chosen her side. Her destiny is fixed. Yours is not. Do not choose sides too quickly. My faction has much to offer you. Wait and explore before you decide. But are you not a spy as well? I command you to tell me more. I will, but not yet. Climb the mountains, see what has been happening here. Then it will be time. If you hear someone is mad, it may be a lie. For now, I must go. Who's mad? Those who hide in the highest peaks are slandered. Yet, they are the only ones who have a real plan. They are the only ones who can truly fight. You may go. Thank you. Good luck, Chief. Don't make any fast judgments. Find the people in the mountains and listen. You can gain much. Okay. So, did we ever find and talk to those serviles we rescued? Ooh, not mine, huh? Yoink. I was gonna say, is Zora... I was wondering if Zola was gonna be mad about that. Apparently not, thankfully. Yeah, not your property tag in a CRPG. Haha. LOL. Good luck. I wonder if those did they go to the Warren, maybe? Wonder if her control level's dropping any. No, totally loyal. Oh, would you look at that? Some not yours. Chitin armor. It's mine now. Still under the weight, so that's okay. Extra stun resistance. Better on basically everything. Alright, cool. Yeah, alright, sure. Just walking into everybody's houses and stealing everything that isn't nailed down. I like that only the shoes are not mine. The paper and ink and everything else. Oh, those are definitely mine. I'm allowed those. Ooh. Alright, so this is our teacher. And she had said there was a book here for us to read and gain a bunch of knowledge. Should probably do that. Shanti's Guidance. The known world is aware of the amazing power the Shapers have to create and mold life. They regard us with envy and fear. Yet, so few are aware of how the process works. Nobody knows how life is formed. Nobody understands how one egg knows to hatch a chicken while another knows to hatch an eagle. It is a great mystery how a living thing knows to grow to a certain size or a certain shape. However, by bombarding living things with certain sorts of magic in certain ways, they will change. Most often, they turn into bizarre, horrible mutations. Rarely, they change in desired and beneficial ways. Shapers experiment by sending energy into creatures in various ways and recording the results. When a beneficial change is created, this is remembered. Little by little, our techniques evolve and new forms of life appear. Of course, the exact techniques that improve creations are great secrets, only rarely revealed, even to students, never to the commons. I love that it's like, oh yeah, we know how to create life. Okay, how do you create life? Okay, so you bombard it with enough radiation and it mutates, and then very occasionally it doesn't die. Yeah, you just wave your uranium until cool shit happens. Well, you hope that it does. So what the hell is down here? Huh. There we go. We're killing giant rats in a basement? Yeah, we've really ascended to CRPG levels. Truly. So there's definitely some quest about this somewhere then. Blocked off by rocks somehow. Hello, Gunshaper. I apologize for the misunderstanding when we entered town. If you knew the troubles we've been having, you would understand my fears. I need to find Shaper Barzal. What do you find him? Oh, that he's dead. Uh-huh. That's what Zachary said. The two of them were often left to the west to do experiments, trying to figure out a way to shape life which could thrive here and help this colony work. Then an experiment killed Barzal. Convenient. Can we sell anything? We can. A little bit. Dang. It's only one. Let's pick it. What do we got here? Ooh, some not yours? How interesting. Get some food. Oh, hell yeah. These are definitely all mine. I'm sure of it. I can see it, so therefore it's mine. It has to be. Two. I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to get ones that are at one. We'll unlock the ones and not much more for now. Because I'm probably going to level it up a couple more times. Am I ready to leave the region? Sure. I want to see what's over in these dry peak fields, since I think that warren is kind of nasty for me. This flat, dry expanse of land is where Dry Peak grows enough crops to sustain its small population. They've had a small amount of success, very small. The dry farming they practice is enough to keep people barely alive, never actually happy. Some of the earth is actually dark and moist. There may be a small natural spring here, just enough to nourish some mildly shaped crop varieties. Alas, right now, they aren't even doing that. Because of the rogue attacks, there are no serviles working out in the fields. The crops have been left to live or die on their own. Right now, they are choosing to die. Hell of a way to word it. These peas have chosen death. feel like I don't need to steal a bunch of fertilizer. Healing pod, though. Open up all the storage bins. Yeah, alright. Oh, shit. Oh, there is an enemy. Oh, God. I didn't see that. Can I... Yeah, I need a clear path. Cool, very good. The classic farming implement, the javelin. There's a guy named Dell out here. For all of the difficulties Dry Peak has had lately, you are surprised the Dry Peak gate is guarded only by one woman and a trio of turrets. She's well armed and seems competent, to be sure, but still. She gives you a respectful nod when you approach. Greetings, Shaper. I am Guard Dell. Be careful out there. She waves her hand out towards the wasteland to the west. It is not safe. She stares at you oddly. I'm sorry, Shaper, but are you Jeef? I have a message for you. A message? From who? An agent. She said her name was Shanty. She came out of a gate to explore a bit, and she talked to me. Said if you followed after, I should tell you something. She's back in the city right now, so that's interesting. Where'd she go? West. Said she would loop around and return to Dry Peak from the north. Said I wouldn't see her again, and I haven't. What did you think of her? Not my place to judge an agent, but she was very friendly to me. Listened when I talked, very down to earth. For your kind, I mean. It's funny that Shanty... This is the first time that anybody in her entire life has described Shanty as down to earth. That really highlights what assholes the Shapers generally are. She is an arrogant, awful person. We're gods, she screams. Very down to earth. Sorry, just having a drink. Scout Dell smiles. An odd one, she said. You have learned a lot. You are ready to explore. Good fortune to you. Or something like that. Seemed an odd message to leave. That's why I could remember it, I guess. That is a weird message from her. We are on guard. Not quite. We are only just outside Dry Peak. One shout, and I will have support in moments. But I doubt I will have to do that. Don't you think you'll have to call for help? Oh, the rogues don't ever really come near here. Close enough to spy on us, yes, but not really threaten. Keep a constant, careful watch. Don't doubt that. The Fioras and Thods are simple creatures, but they know to stay well away from the city great gates. Are you doing anything for food? Relying on our reserves. We're lucky you returned when you did. Not like we can eat Fioras. It is against Shaper law to eat any shaped animals that aren't designated livestock, like orcs. Whoa, we've only modified that enough to know that it's usable as a soldier. We don't know that it's actually safe to eat. kind of what that screams to me. Grab some crystals. Awesome. Okay, there's definitely something nasty to the north there. Yeah, there's a few things out here. Like this boy. Wow, this is so much more my level. Wow, that is so much more my level, like I said. This went much easier than inside the mine. Try and end run around to get at my caster, please. I'm gonna let you do that. Just wait here. Mine's phase 2 is definitely there to teach you that a frontal assault isn't always the answer. Yeah, I know. I should probably, like, try and find the control rods or something. Like, or control crystals. Seems like that would help a lot. Ooh, nice. Like, honestly, lockpicking more of the areas might be a good idea. Yeah, sneaking is so not my thing. I like gaining my levels. What can I say? A lot of friends here. Wow, a lot of friends here, actually. Thankfully, they're all shielded and hasted and everything. I think I'm okay. It's not amazing. Okay, and that'll block off that one. You go here, and that'll stop both of these. Just trying to make it so that nothing can run straight for our character. Unless they do that, which there's kind of nothing I can do about that. Good haste proc there. Oof. Some nasty crits. Yeah, you don't know if this game does it, but it is an unfortunate design oversight sometimes. What, like not wanting to sneak? Kind of agree with you there. Plenty of alternate ways to handle encounters, only rewards experience for combat. You get a lot of experience other ways too. Although I do think that combat's necessarily the best way to get it, from what I remember. Look, unlocking all those doors definitely gave us experience too. You do get experience for like solving problems other ways. That being said, from my experience, the first one, and I'll give you that. Like I like these games, but I'm more than okay to have some criticisms leveled against it. It tends to be that say like, oh, okay, well, I can get a control crystal to prevent, you know, all of the rogues from running wild in the mines by having some of those defenses turn on and letting those fight them, and it'll give me a huge experience boost for that. However, I could just wipe out all of the groups first, get experience for all that combat, then go back and do the control crystal thing and get the extra experience there too. That's generally been the way that I've found things to be in these games, but... And this is literally my second, and we've only played for like, you know, 2 hours, so... Take that with a grain of salt. You enter a forest of the twisted, wiry trees that infest large parts of the area. These trees are only one of the few life forms the Shapers made out here that can live on its own. Unfortunately, it turned out to be a weed, only good for driving out useful species. There are gnawed bones on the ground, and growls and hisses emerge from the thicket. These woods are infested with rogues. A brave and determined Shaper would immediately walk in, determined to instantly destroy the rebellious creations. How brave and determined you are is, of course, up to you. Let's be coward. But I love my experience. I truly am. I'm a real bad, like... These games are kind of designed to be like, should you even do combat? Like, maybe it's more ethical not to. You probably shouldn't kill all these things. Look, like, they're not that bad. I mean, I'm like, but game! I'm terrible. Yeah, we're gonna go back and heal up. Maybe I could do something other than violence, but you reward me with unlimited power if I do violence. Well, also, it's... My reward for doing violence is feeling like I'm getting more power. Because I get to see the interaction of that extra power, quote-unquote, right? Enemies that were hard become easy. Resisted the days. Okay. I do love my number go big. Ow! Lots of hasted. That really hurt. Just heal myself just to make sure. And we're poisoned too. Fun. Yeah, like Walladil said, I think that one of the things that I will counter your argument with a little bit, Egrets, or not argument, but you know what you were saying, how you had said like, yeah, it's too bad if the game has that design problem of only rewarding experience for actual combat encounters, which I think it does a bit, but also the counter to that with this is that, as Walladil is saying, if you want in this game, you don't have to do any combat. And like, because a big problem with a lot of the games like this and what you're saying is like the Deus Ex, you know, Human Revolution. That's the first new one, the reboot, prequel, trilogy, whatever. Is that it's like, oh, well, you know, just avoid combat. You can stealth your way through everything. And then it has a mandatory boss fight. Like 5 hours in. And you're like, oh, wait, what? I've made a scientist man. Fuck. It's like, yeah, you sure did, you idiot. Whereas this really does, like, from anything that I've seen. Oh, no, you wanted to be like, you wanted to not do any fighting, and you just wanted to stealth around? Okay. Sure. There's no real boss fights. There's nothing, like, you can just go around different things. Yeah, there's an achievement for Leave the Dry Peak Mountains with a good ending without ever using a hostile ability. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. They kind of did the same thing, I think, in Geneforge 1 also, right? Like, these games are completable without doing any combat, without doing any summons, without doing any of that stuff. Like, you can just talk your way through these games entirely and not engage with any of this mechanic at all. Oh, did Geneforge 1 have a loophole where you couldn't attack anything, but your creations could? Maybe. But it was very possible. Like, I can definitely see the through line in Geneforge 1 of being able to just, like, go through the game without ever fighting anything. If you want to lockpick and talk your way through every encounter, that's extremely doable. Well, shit. Fallout 1 did a good job of making sure you could win without combat. Yeah, I need to play more, like, original Fallout at some point. I'd like to check out OG Fallout. I do wish it showed more of the grid sometimes, so I knew the exact ranges of some of these things. Good to see you, by the way, Grey Mist. How have you been? Yes, that's no small part of it for me, Walladil. I want to do all of the things. Alright, haste everybody. I do the, oh god, what's it called? What was the name of the little guy from Inscription, where it's like, stimulation! Like, I have to experience all of it. What if I could do everything? Wouldn't that be cool? I want to do the more stuff. How close are we to leveling anyway? Long ways. 900 almost? Yeah. Oh, right. If I remember correctly from Geneforge 1, this didn't feel like... Oh, that's unfortunate. This isn't really a game series where I'd gain, like, 50, 60 levels. Like, that's not really the thing. You will definitely get a lot more powerful. If you would like to. Dang. Well, guess we're waiting. Yeah, the same way, though. Like, I'm definitely not on the completionism thing either. I'm exactly the same way as what you're saying. I don't care about any of the achievements, basically, at all. And I don't care about 100% in everything. But I want to be able to look in the hidden places and see all the stuff. Yep. For fuck's sakes. Now I probably can't. Yeah, I did not mean to click like that, but sure. Nope. That's nice. Oh, my poor Todd's really sad and scared. Shh. It's okay, weird cheetah guy. Oh, we can see this. Oh, God! And a lot more than that. So here's the thing. We really shouldn't have our main character up in front. That's a bad time. But I did it! We're just gonna do this. We need to get everybody into melee range if we can. Basically, by being close, you can actually stop enemies from walking away. So there's a fair bit of tactical thought in a lot of these encounters. You can get a lot of mileage out of, you know, paying attention and having a good front line and such. You find the burned remains of a servile. This unfortunate was hunted and trapped by a rogue Fiora. Oddly, this servile was armed. He had a sword in one hand and a baton in the other when he died. This is very strange. Why would a servile be armed? They are serviles for a reason. Yeah, the Thad dash abilities are really nice. I'm very with you on that. I try to get them pretty early. Right now, I don't have a lot of control, is the problem. Like, the thing that I hate just about the most is having any of my companions stop listening to me. And it's a fundamental part of this game, for sure, and the world, even. But that doesn't mean that I have to, you know, like setting up situations where it can happen. Adding abilities doesn't screw with my control-only levels? Really? Oh, well, where was this enemy? Where was this? Where are we seeing something? Shows red up. Oh, there it is. Okay, gotcha. That seems incorrect, but I will look in a second. I'm very curious. Depleted the horde of rogues hiding in the thicket. The area isn't entirely safe, but you'll be able to pass it quickly now. So that basically means this area is available to be fast traveled through once you clean up enough stuff. You can still find encounters here, but it'll be a lot less likely, and you can just like go through the map and choose to travel past it. Anyway, so levels and stats are the only one that count. Oh, holy shit. It doesn't change the control level? What the fuck? No. No! That's... well, shit. Huh. The more you know. Yeah, I just always assumed that abilities counted towards the levels at some point. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Alright, I will not pick up all the bones. Shielding band looks nice, too. One thing I don't love here, I always hate games where you can only have one ring. Or, like, less than 10. Anything less than 10 rings and you're a coward. Either just don't give me a ring slot or let me have 10 of them. I don't know why, but that really bothers me. I'm one of those weirdos. Oh, shit. That's a surprise. Good. I think our wizard can handle that one enemy. I think our wizard can handle that. Okay. You might be able to... you want to do a mechanic that explains it, like you can only have so much magic running from your hands to your core. Yeah, waking up and blasting your abs with pure mana every morning so that you can and strengthen up your core and equip more artifacts. That's really good. That one's D&D's fault. I mean, it's not D&D's fault. It's very much a balance thing. It's a lot easier to balance a single ring slot versus 10. Like, that's... What I'm asking for is stupid and ridiculous. And I know it's stupid and ridiculous. Doesn't mean that I don't want it. Alright, let's go to town, heal up. And then we can travel to a bunch of different areas. Because there's a north, another west, a south exit from here. This is where we were meant to go originally. I just didn't do it and didn't realize it. Oops. I mean, we can certainly still do the mines. I'm positive there's a way for me to get through it. There was a lot of times in Geneforge 1 where I would go through an area and be like, oh my god, that was so hard. And then I would, like, walk around the map, like, and come at it from the other side. And that whole way was pathetically easy, and I could just, like, slip right in behind all the defenses that I had to blast through, and I'm like, god damn it! God damn it! But that's, like, it's a good designed game for that kind of thing. If you want to do different playthroughs, you can puzzle your way through a lot of bad scenarios. Okay, gotta try to sleep despite the static bangs. Yeah, of course. Sorry, Waldo. Oof. Hopefully all you Americans out there are having your pets sleep nice, and you as well. Because I know what a nightmare that can be. Ew, apparently next to the Western Mines. Sharon's Grove. This forest has the mix of twisted, malformed trees and cacti you've gotten used to around Dry Peak. As you walk down this path, the forest changes. It grows very still and cold. Your alert shaper senses detect that you're being watched. Every once in a while, a small creation scuttles through the underbrush. It pokes its head out, looks at you, and runs away. You suspect there is a shaper nearby, and that shaper knows you're coming. All those who wish to learn are welcome. Everyone else get fucked. Thanks, Karen. Surprised by how well your cats are taking it. That's good. I always hate hearing about that with the fireworks in the US. We get a little bit of that here, but not nearly to the extent that it is on the 4th. As you walk down the path, I was surprised these didn't attack us, and I was actually really worried because I'm like, wait. At first I just saw the scorpions, and God, I can't remember the name of those. Those aren't Glacks, are they? No, Glacks are different. Anyway. Oh, claw bugs. It says it right there. I was like, oh, I could probably take some claw bugs, maybe. And then I saw these Vlish behind them, and I'm like, oh, I can't take claw bugs and Vlish. I'm in trouble. So I'm glad that it's apparently like a neutral party. As you walk down the path, a creation startles you by moving into view just ahead. A tough one, dangerous enough to give even a shaper pause. You reflexively adopt a ready stance, prepared to defend yourself, if necessary. Fortunately, the creation is neither rogue nor hostile. It ceases its patrol and inspects you briefly. Something about you convinces it that you are an acceptable visitor. It silently continues its patrol. They must have a controller nearby. If you do anything to annoy it, however, escaping the grove may be difficult. That is also a... Oh god, okay, listen, this is really, we are showing you a glimpse of things. We don't want you to fuck with this because it will wreck you. This is just, like, setting. Because at level 2 or 3 that we're at, oh man, we would get so wrecked by that. There is a large stone home out here in the woods. It is an impressive structure, solidly built from blocks of granite. It has been here for quite a few years. There's a small, well-tended garden in the grove, producing both herbs and vegetables. There are also cages, drying racks, and huge skulls brought here for study. A lone chair has been placed in front of the garden. Someone spends a lot of time sitting out here watching the plants grow. Sharon, I presume. I'm gonna not steal in front of these Vlish that are right here. Gonna go ahead and not do that while I'm being watched by a bunch of, like, really, really high-level things. Well, okay, decently high-level, mid-level. I love the quiet. It's Sharon. You meet the mistress of this grove. She is a shaper, as expected. She's old and thin, and her movements are slow and deliberate. Her traditional robes have been worn threadbare by her many years in this remote thicket. She has a look of peace and calm unusual in your kind. Strangely, living in this cold, hostile place seems to have made her very calm and happy. She smiles as she approaches you. It's very strange. Welcome, young traveler. I'm Sharon. I have been expecting your visit. Your teacher Shanty has already been to see me, and I was hoping that you were soon to follow. I've been living out here many years. I was once a traveling shaper like you, moving from place to place, trying to make a name. I helped establish settlements. I made life to settle barren lands. Put down uprisings. All the usual struggles. Then I came here. You know, the usual things. Growing plants, building homes, quelling rebellions. What? Sorry, what was that last one? Anyways, then I came to this nice little cottage, and I sit here and watch my garden. But the good old days. Like, Come here to help settle the area? No, I came to hide. I'd done enough. I wanted to live in peace and stop traveling. I wanted to read, think, live a quiet life. That is not something that ever happens. Once you become a Shaper, you are bound by Shaper law and the dictates of the Shaper Council for life. It is the price paid for such power and status. Sharon is revealing a lot by telling you that she has fled from the Shapers. Yeah, this is literally a death sentence, right? Like, Interesting that she's, like, so close to a settlement. Even a remote one like this one seems to be. I will say one thing that they haven't established particularly well in some ways with this series so far, because it's a hard balancing act. They do a bit of it because everybody else, like, sees you and goes, oh my god, it's a Shaper, and basically treats you as a god. But you constantly hear all of this of how the Shapers are so dominant and, like, nobody fucks with their territory. People try and leave them alone. Everyone's afraid of them. Like, again, then they worship basically as gods, and they have these vast, like, societies and huge settlements all over the place. But these games don't take place showing any of that. They take place on these really fringe outskirts where exciting things can happen. Makes sense. In those big cities, if that society is that clamped down, yeah, nothing's happening in those places. So it makes sense that it's more on these, like, fringe remote areas, like the last one being this weird abandoned research facility. This one kind of feeling similar, because it's almost like a research colony. But it doesn't do a great job of making the Shapers seem like this huge advanced society. It feels like a society in collapse to an extent, and maybe that's on purpose. Like, I do kind of wonder if we actually got to see the cities and such, would it almost say, like, it's a facade, right? Like, they look very strong without, but within they're actually surprisingly weak. I get the feeling that's maybe where this is going to go eventually as a series, but I don't know. It's just interesting, because right now it doesn't feel like it fully sets up how advanced and powerful the Shapers are, because we're just seeing these ruins everywhere. And there's always people like this that's like, oh yeah, I got away. And you're like, I thought everybody just died if they did that. You never made any new creations to settle these peaks? No, I think my fellow Shapers have already done enough damage to this land. How'd you escape the Council's notice? It was easier than you might think. I asked the Council for a difficult task, one that would take me far away. They were eager to oblige. I traveled, did their job, then simply did not return. Just wandered off. I imagine I was just lost in their paperwork. Was Shaper Zachary here? No. My arrival predated his by a full decade. I've never spoken with him. We've had no business. On the rare times when he wanted to make contact, he sent a runner. Why'd you leave the Shapers? The weight became too much for me. To be a Shaper is to research, yes, but it is also to rule. I wanted to learn and create. I didn't want to enforce laws. I didn't want to punish the guilty. It wore on me. Ah, ex-bastard. Gotcha. You came here, yes? Council has already found me. Now that they're sending scouts here, I'll be found. I will accept it. Maybe in return for the things I have learned, they'll not punish me too harshly. In a sense... So here's the thing. They've made a really interesting world, because they do get into this a couple times, in that I do see a bit of the idea of why this Shapers want all this control beyond, like, the obvious self-serving aspects. In a way, like, if you have this power, you should definitely be looking after it, right? Like, you can't just let this be used willy-nilly all over the place, just manipulating all these life forms and destroying whole ecosystems, making new ones. Like, nightmare. Don't let this just go to anyone. At the same time, doesn't that maybe mean that, like, who decided that you should have it, right? Like, no one should have this power is the problem. So it's a weird position that we find ourselves in. I guess to an extent, at a certain point, you've got to be like, cat's out of the bag. This is... We joked about it being uranium and, like, shoving it around animals until you get a good thing to come out of it and just hope. Kind of feels a little bit like that's actually what's happened. Is they're like, oh shit, we made an atomic bomb. Well, we've got it, so no one else should have it. And it's like, I mean... Okay, to an extent, you're kind of right, but also... Go one further. Who else shouldn't have this? I do not know what I would deserve. Our powers are great, and they come with responsibility. The Shaper Council is right to control them tightly. I'm glad that, at last, the decision is out of my hands. See, yeah, like, Yeah... Like, if this power exists, it does need to be controlled and, like, looked after, but at the same time... Shaper Sharon provides you with tea as you talk. Occasionally, she checks on the Vlishes just outside the door, making sure that her grove has no intruders. What else would you like, Shaper? Time is short and dangers are many. Sent to complete a mission. Agent Shanty already told me. Question Shapers, Zachary, and Barzal. Evaluate the colony. I wish to help, if I can. Also, Shanty had something to say about you, if you're interested. Huh. To be sure, you are Jeef, yes? Yes, I'm Jeef. Shanty told me that her current apprentice, you, had great potential. She has been challenging you relentlessly, and you've met her expectations. I fear you have a difficult path ahead. I thought it would give you a boost to hear what she said. Seeing the softer side of Shanty. God, that's a lot of S's. Or is everyone just making shit up about her because they don't want to tell me the truth about how much she's just constantly riding us? Huh. What can we tell about the area? Hey, Aparathon, good to see you. Yes, this is the remake of the classic. Mines are to the north. There have been a lot of rogues coming from the south. I've not been paying much attention to that. I've been doing my work. What does interest me, though, and Shanty shares my interest, is the higher peaks to the northwest. What's northwest? Rogues, much more dangerous rogues than the ones that have been attacking Dry Peak. I have sent my own creations to scout there. I've found that they are guarding a tunnel in the remotest section of their valley. I would like very much to know what is through that tunnel. I think someone should explore back there. I could go there and explore. Yes, that would be very useful. And if you did, I would aid you for your help. The tunnel is to the northwest. See if you can find out what's on the other side. Huh. No, it is on the far side of Salt Marsh. I've only been to the entrance of it, and that was years ago. No serious shaper work has taken place up there since before I came here. Then again, perhaps more recent arrivals have been working up there and I just never found out. What do you know about the higher peaks? Shapers have spent centuries trying to make crops and livestock, but can thrive up here. Their failed experiments were tested and dumped in the high valleys. I never went up there because I was told that it was dangerous, useless waste. Maybe I was misled. Interesting. Now that Sharon's greeted me, it's safe to pass through her grove. Stay out of my chambers. Kate, sorry. Or, wait. This isn't her chambers. This is her, experimentation area. Gotcha. I think I'm okay here. I was not alert. Shanty has been here. How am I on this most wondrous and normal Canadian day? I'm doing pretty good. I didn't actually have to work today. Okay, I'd worked for 7 hours. What I mean is I didn't have to... God. I put in like 7 hours and 45 minutes before I started here of editing. But, I didn't have to do a full photo shoot today, which I had one on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, and I have one tomorrow, and then I'm gone Saturday, Sunday, Monday to do an out-of-town one. So I will not be here after tomorrow. I'll probably do a little bit of a stream tomorrow, but yeah, I'm not going to be able to do as much because we do have a wedding shoot early in the day. And Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm pretty sure I can do nothing. So I'll have to have some time off stream. I say well working. I know. Do I do mostly wedding photography? Yes. It is certainly not the only kind to be a professional, but it is the majority of our money. We do like commercial stuff, and occasionally like I photograph a dance show for her every year. I do like kind of all kinds of stuff. Sell off some stock images sometimes of like landscape or nature photography that we do just for fun. Lots of, like, grad and portrait stuff outside of weddings, families, things like that. Like, lots of maternity, and we've even done things like pet photographs, funerals. I kid you not. Just to explore all these ways. Used to do wedding photography yourself back when you were in university? Oh, nice. Yeah, we've been doing that for me, it's been 12, almost 13 years, something like that. She's been doing it for longer. Okay, that is apparently inaccessible from this side. Can't go through the water. The smell of rot is heavy in the air. There are 2 trash dumps back here. One is for garbage, and one is for body parts of deceased creations and failed experiments. I don't like Sharon as much anymore, because I feel like Sharon's doing all this. This is her grove. Ma'am, I thought you were stopping that stuff. I thought that you didn't want to be a part of that. Can't reach that one, but I can do this. And miss. Great. These things are real nasty. Oh, good. Jeez. That AoE is scary. Heal our frontline one. God, and poison? Yeesh. Okay, hit everybody and leap. Okay, and her claw bugs helped us, thankfully, because I'm kind of getting wrecked. Are we out? Now we're out of essence. Damn. To be clear, those are wild animals, right? We're not fighting the Shaper's creations. Nope, those are creations. That was not wild animals. One of those was like a weird... It was like a scavling, I believe they were called. We got introduced to them early at the start of the game where they were talking about scavelings being a forbidden shaping that is a horrible pest. It's basically a giant rat. It's like a rat wolf. It's awful. So yeah, there's something going on here. Maybe not her creations. It's possible that, like, they're meant to be rogues that have been wandering around, and that she didn't make them. They just happen to be here, which is why she's got the patrols up, but... yeah... I mean, she did say she didn't like enforcing laws, but that she was very happy to do research, so... Ooh, those have a lot of value. I'm sure we could learn to actually make potions and stuff with it, but I'm gonna sell them. So yeah, they might not be her creations, but they are Shaper creations, if that makes sense. And it even said, like, the giant rats were also almost certainly, like, meddled with. I mean, they're real big rats. Those aren't just normal. Kind of feel like traveling back here for now. Just so we get the heal. Yeah. And... so many directions we can leave. Let's check out the other directions here. Just to see where we can explore. We've really opened up the game all of a sudden. The crags. Okay. So let's go back. I love that you can just peek your head in, see what's outside, and then be like, nah, not that way, and just come back. Actually, really good UI. Oh. Some nasty in here still. Need another 600 experience. Find the source of rogues. So that's one of our quests. Sure. This southern valley has been completely abandoned to the thorny weed-like trees infesting these mountains. The Shapers created and released them into the wild, and it has been a battle against them ever since. It explains why Shapers control access to their skills so tightly. Careless use of Shaper powers can lead to real disasters, especially if the creations escape. However, the trees are not the most worrisome creatures in the area. Though humans have abandoned these woods, rogues have been more than happy to take their place. You see their tracks, many of them, leading along the crumbling walkway to the south. Huh. That's weird. You walk down one of the side paths of this alien forest. It is quieter back here, and there are fewer tracks. If there are rogues this way, it might be possible to sneak around them. So this is like our direct assault route, but it's just very strange they're lined up like this. Because the idea of them being rogue is that they're, you know, just wild animals. I guess we had the Thads actually talk in the last game. Slightly, if I remember correctly. Which, you're like, oh god, that's horrific. Yep, sure is. Hey, these weird, like, soldier slaves that we have. Is that good? Should we have given them intelligence? Well, I mean, they've got to be good at fighting. Oh, yeah, okay, sure. If they're stupid, they make bad soldiers. And... can I hit that? I can. Oof. Shoot. Do that one then. Oh, shit. She's kicking ass here. I'm really glad we got an actual party member. She's useful. Holy shit. We could just try and exit combat. Oh. Like normally if there's a hostile creature that you can see, it doesn't let you. But my thought was we just move this direction, and it would probably leave us alone. What would you like to take on? Right, we have the charge with them now. Being very stupid. Thought they'd have seen us. But I'm okay getting the literal jump on them. God, that charge move is really good. Probably should have just let this one go. We're really split up. Oh, there's a lot over here, too. Yep. Could always change my mind. Fuck. I was gonna say, I'm hoping there's only one there so that this would leap in and we wouldn't have to back it up. Move myself this direction and try and help this, but... Awkward. Well, I hope you're good. This side really needs me. Okay. That's fine. Oh my god. Yeah, we are pulling too many groups right now. Okay. Some good news there. Also, let's... Oh, this is so bad. Time to run back the other way. Hopefully in time to do something. Kind of hoping that it gets scared and runs. Runs back towards... Oh my god. What? Hey. Don't love tap me. You shouldn't be... Why are you failing control checks now? Like, you're not even being attacked. This one, sure. Okay, stop. Stop. Well, Somehow. That's unfortunate. Do we have any curing spores? Curing pod. Shielding pod. I just really prefer not to be poisoned. How are you still alive? There we go. I mean, not that that's exciting for me, but kind of waiting for it to happen. Stop poisoning. God damn it. That's good. God, I can't wait until we have some of those. They're obnoxious to fight. Oh shit, I saw that. And poisoned. Great! Please tell me I don't have to use healing just to get over this. Okay. I do think we should head back, though. Need to rest up a little bit. So here's one of the other things. You'll notice we are gaining, like, no levels. Combat does not give you a lot of rewards in this game. Okay, I think we lost Gene that way. Correctly. Nope, we have 2 genes now. Hold up. That's not correct. We've got to have 2 genes. Now we're good. Take a look at all these. Hello. Bolts. Eh. Nothing in there. Getting a good collection of tools. Really just pushing our way into this, huh? It's a lot of combat. Like, the big experience reward in this area is almost certainly completing the quest, not actually doing the combat. Humans once tried to settle this area. You can see the ruins of what looks like a monastery. It's been abandoned for decades. The encroaching trees are slowly tearing it apart. It is active now, though. You see plenty of tracks, and not just from rogues. Someone wearing boots, humans or serviles, has recently been walking in and out. Somebody is managing to get through this, huh? See, like, they're lined up real nice and not attacking. That's very strange. No, no, no. Hold up. Hold up. End combat. Yeah. Didn't mean to click on it and attack. Ah, fuck. If we get too close, it does do that. Ooh. Kind of curious. Oh. Walk too close to this one and it also does it. Fair enough. And now they're all hostile. Now it's a clear path? Okay. Yeah. And all of that for a miss. God damn it. Alright, sure. Split these groups up this way. Just 1v1 over there. Have the rest of the team deal with this. And, of course, it's no longer a 1v1. Fuck. Well. That's unfortunate. Hopefully that thing... Oh, actually, it looks like it walked away. Good. Nope, never mind. Fuck. That wasn't supposed to happen. I misclicked. I might mean this stupid. That's not what I meant to press either. Need to do the charge now because we did that misclick and actually walked a little bit. There's one thing I don't love is that it's really easy to misclick here. Oof. Because if we're in the middle, we can kind of help out either side, and I think this side needs the help. Excellent. This is going really well on this side. And I was about to heal you so that you didn't run away, but sure. Dang. Now you're in melee range with me, and I am not super happy about that. Oh, good, and you're still scared. Hi, friends. Oh, God, stun. That one leapt away? Excellent. That's good news. Oh, God, another group came. That's a problem. Whew. I'm gonna make sure I don't die. But I think it might be better to prevent this from running. Okay. Fuck. We're just gonna walk enough away that this has to try and chase us a bit. Yeah. That's what we wanted. Poison, not so much. Alright, bud. I'm gonna need you to stop missing. I am your shaper. You must obey. Please be better. Let's just make sure you don't die to poison. Oh, that was the end of it anyway. Okay. Whew. That was a big encounter. Thad Skin Jerky. So pretty good for magic armor, +1 to battle shaping. That's intriguing. So, battle shaping we don't have yet. If I remember correctly. Oh, right, we can do weapon shaping now. Yeah, like Fiora, Dracon for fire shaping. Battle shaping is Thads, Clawbugs, Battle Alphas. Alright. Yeah, reassuring your Thads that don't worry about it. We're just, hey, listen, we're just wearing your skin. It's fine. Oh, they saw us. Cool. I love the little like scree point, like, hey, we saw you, motherfucker. But you're not actually in combat yet. Seven, and let's just haste everyone. Yeah, we made them that way, so they fight better. Oof. So, is this a shaping hall? Starting to look like that. Is the door not opening? Interesting. pick that lock. Maybe from the other direction? Maybe that's the side path. That might be it. Fine cloak. Junk bag. And better cloak. Pod. Damn. Lots of good stuff. This was once the main hall of the monastery. Ah, okay, that's what this is. Gotcha. It is currently occupied. You stare in horror at the monstrosity at the south end of the room. It's a huge, shaped fungus, unlike anything you've ever seen before. Several tentacles sprout out of the top, and long roots stretch from its base into a pool of essence behind it. As you watch, the beast flails its tentacles around. There's a grunt in the smell of essence. A small, fresh artilla, damp with slime, oozes out of a hole at the top. You've never heard of a creature like this one, with the ability to generate its own creations. Shaper Law completely forbids making creations that shape. The risks of such a creature, if such a creature goes rogue, are huge. Whoever created this monster must be tracked down, but first, it must be destroyed. I remember these. Somebody else didn't learn a lesson. Gotcha. To do that. We really need to get in and kill this thing fast if we want to have any chance of winning this. Okay. Hasting came in. Good. We are out of healing, though. Ow. Yup, summoned up a new thing. And curses everybody. Oh, that thing is horrible. Worst thing is, if I kill it, it's not like suddenly all these creations are gone. Oh, we're so close. Wish there was a way to see what range this would hit. If I could actually get these, that would be well worth it. Am I allowed to save in combat? Yeah. It does work. Good news. Alright, good. Whew. And it's still going to be a problem in this fight, but it's now not getting worse. Even the hardiest creation can die if you apply enough violence. Eventually, all of the blows you've given this strange spawn beast do the job. Reeking goo oozes from gashes in its side. Its tentacles droop. It slumps to the side. This thing must have been the source of the rogues afflicting Dry Peak. Now that it is dead, the town will be able to control the lands around it. An improvement, yes, but your problem remains. Something created this horror, and recently. Who? Why? New questions. Oh god, that's... Oh man. We might just die immediately. Somehow not. Could shoot it. Better to try and gang up on something that's already injured. Right, I should have walked first. What am I thinking? Because now I can't. It's not Wilderbeth. It's not that kind. Oh, I lost control of that one. Okay, we can't walk, but I can use the charge ability. And then maybe back off. Oh, thank God. Okay, I think we've got this. Good, good. Ow. Whew. No, 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 no. My cat's trying to get my snack that I had up here. Got myself a little ice cream at the start of the stream. There's a save. Yeah, I guess I should show that we've got the friend. Hi, buddy. Now you're not going to rub on me? Now you're all shy. I see. Hi. What? Not going to show your face? It's like you know. Oh, thank you. That's nice. Alright. Just 1 second. Letting him get settled in a bit. Cloak of Wind. This beautiful cloak has infused the power of wind. There's a chill and light draft wherever it is worn. +1 to air shock, guardian, push, and stealth. Huh. That does seem a little nicer. Not using any of those, but maybe I will later. Getting some nice rewards for this, at least. Oh, good. Skulls. Chilling Band. +3% magical armor. Fire and creation fire resistance. Huh. I'm gonna just hold on to that. Well, I just fucked up. Lost that studded belt. I thought it was a regular belt, but it was not. Sure. space for this. I could probably just eat something. It's not terrible to have a little more health right now. Let's go ahead and... Hello. Thank you. Right. That's part of the problem with food. So we can't do anything with this essence pool? Interesting. It's a good dungeon. It's got piles of skulls. Any good dungeon's got piles of skulls. The perfectly normal swirling green pool of energy. It's literally a pool of essence. The stuff that we use to, like, summon up our own creations. Yeah, so those are the side paths. Kind of want to do those. Pool of life goo. Perfectly normal bricked up walls. Well, those bricked up walls are actually the doors in this game. You know, the doors in this game being living vines shaped to warp around rocks so that they can recognize shapers and open only for them. By, like, the vines pulling all of the rocks away. And otherwise, yeah, it's just wall. I love that little bit of lore. In the first game, I've said it a bunch, but going up to the first door in the first game and it being like, sorry, it doesn't open for you anymore. It's dead. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And reading, like, the lore about doors in this universe after that is so good. Yeah, they made doors out of creatures. Because they could. And honestly, it makes sense. Like, automatic doors are a thing, right? Like... These are, nasty. Seem like they're higher level. Oh, dummy. Not mean to do that. I'll just stay there. Oof. We're missing a lot of these. I guess I didn't bless, so maybe that's what it is. Didn't use the buff at the beginning of the fight. It's one of those games that very much teaches you, use your buffs, like, all the time. They're real good. Like, I'll admit, I'm definitely one of those players for a lot of turn-based games like this, where I'm like, well, okay, yeah, I could do these defensive moves or whatever, but the best defensive move is if my opponent doesn't exist, and I just kill them. So I'm very aggressive with my playstyle, and it's generally just like, attack, 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 attack. But this game really tells you, no, 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 you're gonna need to do some, like, buffs and things. Very desperately. Dang. Valuable herbs. Sure, then it happens. Right as I'm casting. Ow. I do feel a little bad that we're kind of attacking these things in their nests. Something like that, a Chained Echoes recently. I don't know Chained Echoes. What's that? Oh, meaningful buffs and debuffs. Yeah, yeah. Like, we're also playing on, like... God, what is it? Like, 3 out of 5 difficulty levels or something? So it's not like combat's particularly hard for us, but this is very much one of those games that, like, the combat is... If you're not engaging with all the things that it wants you to engage with, you're gonna have a bad time. Like... It's a hard enough game that you can't just mindlessly go into things. Like, I don't recall ever really struggling against Geneforge 1. I don't think I want to use those lockpicks. But, again, it was a game where I definitely needed to pay attention. And any times that I would, like, just kind of mindlessly go into combat, you'd instantly get wrecked for it. Like, no mystery reduces enemy defense hand waving. It'll tell you, this debuff makes target 15% more damage. Sure, sure. And none of that, but your build's useless against bosses. Yes, yeah, it does. There's some resistances and stuff, but yeah, you're gonna need to use, like, buffs on yourself at least. Yeah, it is nice to have the, like, the build that... Yeah, okay, this does the most damage, just use it over and over, just spam it. I don't know, I kind of like both a bit. Sometimes it's nice to just be a little mindless. Withered Roamer. So it sounds like it's, like, starving to death? I want to go over and just talk to it, but yeah. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Although, yikes, that's not super withered. It seems buff as shit, actually. I didn't use the buff again, though. Yes. Gotta remember. Yeah, that's a huge difference. Still a lot tankier than I expected. For something called Withered. Not feeling that. Jeez. Oh, what? Is the implication that the Artila were, like, infesting it? Ugh. That's... Huh. Jesus Christ. This might be a death. And also, I will say I actually think this one's kind of bullshit. Splitting into new enemies like this kind of sucks. Like, this is kind of a bullshit fight. Just a little bit. Good news. God, that's a lot of poison, though. Stop going after just me. It's a good strategy, and I hate it. One weird trick that player characters don't want you to know. Can't charge because I don't have line of sight. Damn. Stop shooting me. Oh, I don't have direct line of sight still? Might have to go through this one is why? Nope. Huh. Still. Only one left, so I guess that I can't do it. Weird. Seemed like I'd have had line of sight there. Again, that was the easier way, huh? Oh. Well, you know, just a heart. What the... What's going on here? There is a servile cowering back here. She looks like a farmer variant. Not unusual for this region. She is terrified to the point of incoherence. She probably wandered off from Dry Peak and got lost. She looks up at you, and there is wildness in her eyes. She seems on the border of going rogue. She points at herself. I am Tsunami. I'm lost. She barely looks at you. She doesn't realize that you're a shaper. Ugh, I'm really needing a glass of water. But we're right about the end of the stream, I think. Huh. Oh god, that is... Oof. Hey, Surf, good to see you. Let's try to calm them. You gently exert your will, trying to use your shaper powers to bring Tsunami back under control. It doesn't work. She backs further away. That's not calming, trying to just take over someone's mind, actually. What are they teaching you, Chief? Where are you from, Tsunami? She crawls back further into her hiding place and whimpers. Please, human, I never go back. Never ever. Destroy me if you will, but I never go back. Calm down. She shudders quietly. How'd you get here? I don't know. I just ran and ran. I can't. Coherent words stop here, replaced with simian hisses and grunts. For a moment, you see the base animal under the servile design. There won't be much more conversation. Back away and she's relieved. moved. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna leave her alone. I don't want to open these. See if there's anything else interesting in there, but... It's a little rich. That's alright. 2 for 3. Problem is, I imagine there's not a whole lot. Oh, dang. A lot more than I imagined. Projection band. Creation crit hit chance. 10% less time for creation abilities to recharge. Ooh. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna use that. Ooh, and even get a living tool. So you go to the other side and see what's in here. It's a little bit of a walk. You know what? I made the decision. I've decided that we want to see what's behind these doors, so let's just do it now. Oh, God, we have a level. Dummy. Well, I could have made it cheaper. I think I'll still do that. Maybe more endurance. Could do more intellect. Trying to be more of a caster. Sure. Well, I'm not going to go back and, like, min-max it that much to level before we open that door, but just kind of sucks that we might miss out on a tool or two. Should probably see what my control level is on the genes at this point. Adequate. Okay. Considering it was very poor not long ago. Leadership is pretty nice. Ooh. This is interesting. This vat has been sealed shut. It vibrates slightly and is warm to the touch. Sometimes, unpredictable creations are made in vats like this, to keep them under control while they can be inspected. It'd be easy to see what is in here. The lid is held shut by a single steel latch. Let's leave it for a minute. And then I'm gonna save, and then we're gonna open it. You open the lid and find a large Thad curled up inside. It must have been made recently, and whoever made it didn't like the look of it. It's been sealed up here for some time. It didn't appreciate this. It springs out of the vat and bares its fangs at you. Attempt to control it. You speak calmly and forcefully, telling the creature to calm down. You hold your arms wide, speaking peacefully and trying to control the creature's mind. Only a shaper would have any chance of success. You succeed. After a few minutes of talking, the beast bows its head. It has bound itself to you, although you don't know how long that will last. I just get a special friend? Oh god, it talks! That Thad. Doesn't even join us a regular party member, huh? That would have been pretty good for this next fight, though, so I guess that was the advantage. Dang. A little unfortunate that we spent that and get this Vat Thad, who I'm pretty sure is just going to leave after we're out of this area. I was surprised with Zora, but I don't think I'm going to be surprised by this. Like, it's not showing up in the roster, so I can't imagine. Let's go heal up. And so we've got the north, we've got the west, we've got the south. We found the source of the rogues. Yeah, you know, I think we just stay here, actually. So we gotta go and turn in that quest. Is it... It's not Q? I can't remember what it is. Should have like a bit of a journal. Journal, no shortcut. Okay, fair enough. It's just in here then. Yeah. We'll have to define one. I'm not sure why it's not just J, like pretty much every other game. J or Q. Guardian Nora. Right, okay. So Guardian Nora is the one that sent us to this. And that is... This is Takena. Was Nora in the Warrens? She might have been. God, right. What am I doing? Dry Peak Warrens. Yep. Okay. Also, I think these were the Serviles that I rescued. No. Or at least they're not telling me anything different. I don't remember there being the Serviles in here at one point. Maybe I'm wrong. How have the Serviles been doing? Poor things, rogues hunt them down first. They're easy prey. It's been especially bad in the mines. Oh! Okay. If you can find out what happened to them, and if possible, bring them back to me, I'd be so grateful. I'll see what I can do. Found your Serviles and rescued them. Yes, they found their way back to me. God, it does still have that awkwardness. Thank you. They were very upset, but I managed to calm them down. I'd like to pay you back somehow for your help. How about this? One of my Serviles found an old shaping manual in the trash outside the research warrens. I've been meaning to return it, but it is interesting. You can find the book in my chambers upstairs. I must return it to Shaper Zachary soon. Awesome. Chamber contains an old, heavily used textbook. Shapers don't write a lot of textbooks. They gave permission to for several of them to be placed in Dry Peak. Then, the unfortunates assigned here can learn the skills they need to operate the settlement. Using your mental training, you read the book very quickly, absorbing the instructions within. It is about the creation and care of Thads. Perhaps useful to defend a remote colony, though nobody is making use of the knowledge. Your skill making Thads increases. Nice. That's really good. It's weird that we're not getting town sound anymore. I don't know what happened with that. Alright, we'll head to the Warrens, turn this into Guardian Nora. And probably call it there for the night. Where was Nora? Grace Hall stairs. Shaping halls. In here? Nope. This is where Zachary is, yeah. Huh. I don't remember where she was. She wasn't back here. She's not the breeder. That's Jess, okay. What was all this? This was just storage. Can't leave that alone. Dang, where is she? Said she was the leader of the Dry Peak Wardens. There we go. Haha. The commander of the Warren Guards is patrolling the halls. She's a young guardian, and her armor is clean and in good repair. You would guess that she came to Dry Peak recently. She nods to you, though your presence makes her anxious. I'm Nora, a guardian of the Warren. We welcome you and will give you all the assistance you are due. Found the source of the rogues and destroyed it. You describe the bizarre spawner creature and your battle with it. This creature's existence is plainly a huge surprise to the Guardian. She's disturbed. Also, despite herself, she's impressed by your skill. She says, Dry Peak appreciates your aid, Shaper. I'll tell the others here of the aid you have given us. I'll also unlock one of the vaults in the southeast storerooms for you. Though you were not officially given this task, it seems wrong to not reward you. Okay. One of the vaults, huh? I've got to guess this. There we go. Haha. And what do we have in here? Venom baton. Sure. Some broken shit. Gotcha. God, right, we have this band too. Let's get rid of those. Oh, I need better missile training. Still worth grabbing for now, I think. What about over here? Belt and cloak. Cool. The boots are fine. This does not feel like a vault. This feels like another storeroom. This is somebody being like, it's okay, you can help yourself to anything in the pantry. And you're like, oh, hell yeah. And you go in there and you look and it's like, oh man, like 3-year-old expired Cheez-Its and like Kraft mac and cheese. Great. Single box of Kraft dinner. Yeah, what would you like to eat? Cheez-Its, thanks. Alright. I think we're good to stop right here. Thank you all for being here tonight. It's been a lot of fun. If you like the stream, those follows do mean a lot. I'll put up this whole VOD on YouTube. You'd eat some 3-year-old Cheez-Its and Katie right now. God. In any case, I hope you all have a wonderful night. I will be back tomorrow, probably. I do have a wedding, but I don't have to travel for an hour and a half or more each direction to get to it today, which it's kind of nice. So it should go a little bit faster, and I might have time for something afterwards. So I'm gonna let everyone know if I can. After that, we're gonna be gone for this entire weekend. I'll be back on like I might be able to make a stream happen on Monday, but almost certainly Tuesday. And we'll go from there. I'll actually start putting up a regular schedule again. I'll get to see a doctor about all of my injuries, and hopefully we'll be able to map out the future of the channel for a little while. We've been throwing a few curveballs, but thanks for watching. Have a good night. I'm gonna host you over to somebody else, and